One of the best common cues we like to use is head back. And this is an in-the-moment cue that you can use with a lot of different moves. So Krill here is doing a side plank. This is a common thing that you see, collapsed body. Now, if I addressed her quickly, Krill, head back, head back, head back. Just by her pulling the head back, and that's a very simple thing for her to understand, it means to open up the chest cavity, basically get that shoulder to externally rotate, and now we're shifting our entire body back so we can get a long straight line. Now, if you're gonna add a physical cue to it, what I would do is I would grab right in the center of her actual spine, so basically right where that shoulder blade would squeeze together, and I'm gonna grab the other shoulder and I'm gonna say head back, and I'm actually pulling her forward. If I needed to do even more with it, I would use my shin and my foot to help support the hip, and I would pull back into this position. Reason being, she can relax here, that's gonna be so that way I can naturally push her into position, still using the head back cue, but also so I'm not touching her in any type of an inappropriate way that a client may be concerned about. So I'm light fingertips, just in the center of the back, the shoulder, safe spot, and then where it's down in these kind of uncomfortable, what might feel like an unsafe position, I'm gonna use my shins. I'm gonna use my foot. So that way I'm gonna make sure that client feels safe in that position. I'm not gonna manually force, I'm simply applying light pressure to guide to elicit the change that I want from head back, and notice that escalation. Now this also applies if you're doing a push-up. So oftentimes you'll see with a push-up, client's head comes forward, that causes the shoulders to rotate forward, dumps into the upper traps, and it's because they don't have the lats here. So if I say head back, and I actually use my fingertips to pinch right underneath her shoulder blades, or my open palms to tap with the backside of my fingers into the lats. By saying head back, she's pulled her body back, she's flattened out, and by tapping here, I'm eliciting that muscle to engage nice and tight, and then she can go better into those push-up positions. Afterwards, we can talk about how that when we pull those shoulder blades back, the elbows are by the sides, and you can go through all those changes that you want to see from that movement. But it's head back that drove that initial change. Now our last one, think about up standing upright. You've got a split squat, traditional squat. Any of these positions, it applies as well. So the split squat, oftentimes you'll see where that client is dipping forward, and it's usually coming from the entire body. But if I say, Krill, head up, yes, there we go. Now it could just be eyes up, head back, any of those things within this, naturally then pulled the body back, tilted the pelvis up underneath itself so we could utilize that quad once again. To go with a physical cue, again, I'm going to probably push right into the taps of the lat with an